So guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. So guys, Tyson Fury, I like Tyson Fury. Think he's the best heavyweight in the world. Let me get that out there. I think he beats AJ. I've said that. I've given my opinion. From the first day, from the first time that these two got linked, I felt Tyson Fury would win. A lot of AJ fans slam me. A lot of AJ fans come and slaughter me. Fair enough. I'm entitled to my opinion. You guys are entitled to your opinion. By no means am I saying it's a foregone conclusion. I see AJ is a very dangerous fighter and could beat Tyson Fury, no doubt. But the reason why I'm doing this video, Tyson Fury in an interview today said that he may fight Deontay Wilder next. Now, I love Tyson Fury, right? I think he's the best heavyweight in the world, but I don't understand. Like, is he playing mind games? I don't understand where his head's at, because like everybody else and all the promoters seem like the fight with AJ is very close. And then he recently came out and said the fight's not close. And the fight's not any closer than what it was, a couple of months ago. Or 5-6 months ago. And then you're like, but everybody else, Frank Warren recently said that he feels that he never thought AJ ever wanted the fight, but he's wrong, that AJ did want the fight. So surely Bob Arum seems to be saying that the fight's heading in the right direction. But when you hear Fury, 1 minute you hear him say that he's inactive, and then he may need a warm-up fight. Then he says, well, he don't need a warm-up fight, and he's so far ahead of the competition that he can be inactive and come back and fight these guys because he's so far ahead of them. Then he says that he's not going to fight in the UK, which ever again, which isn't going to go down well with the UK fans. The fact that he's saying he's never going to fight in the UK again. I don't know why you would say that. I don't know why he would say that. Why wouldn't you want to fight in front of your own people again? Especially now, Tyson Fury's become a lot more loved. Tyson Fury now, to a lot of people in the UK, is seen as a hero. And a lot of people want to see him beat. It's actually split. There's a lot of Tyson Fury fans now. There's a lot of British public that weren't Fury fans before that are Fury fans that want to see him beat AJ. Trust me, this will be a split crowd. Like, AJ's got a lot of fans, but so Fury's now got a huge fan base as well. Fury's got a massive fan base, so I don't know why Tyson Fury would say something like that. I don't know why he would say that he never fight in the UK again. I don't get it. And this fight seems to be stalling, man. I thought this fight was a dead-on certainty. Now I'm having my doubts, and I don't know whether this fight's going to happen. And that would be a damn shame. If this fight doesn't get made next, the British fight fans are not going to be happy. Just put it this way, they are not going to be happy if this fight does not get made next. Because after all the hype, after all the talk, right? If this doesn't get made next, there's going to be a lot of unhappy fans. A lot of unhappy fans, because we're all looking forward to this fight being signed. Like, people are saying, like Eddie N was saying that, we're waiting for signatures. Like, we're literally that. It seems like these guys have made it out like it's that close that we're just waiting for signatures. But yet, when you hear Fury speak, you start to worry, because you start to think, is this fight going to happen at all? And it'd be a damn shame. It'd be a damn shame if this fight don't happen. It'd be a damn shame. And to be honest with you, right now, I've gone from thinking the fight will definitely happen to actually thinking I have my doubts whether this fight's going to happen. Because there's no announcement. Tyson Fury's saying that he may fight Deontay Wilder. Right? And Tyson Fury a couple of months ago said that he'll never fight Deontay Wilder. And now he's gone from that to saying Deontay Wilder might be next. And he said that there's things going on in the background that we don't know about. So what are things that are going on in the background that we don't know about? And then Tyson Fury mentioning Deontay Wilder. Is it just mind games? Is the AJ fight going to be signed? I don't know. And it's like I said, if the fight doesn't get made, a lot of fight fans will be upset, because a lot of the British fight fans are waiting for the announcement. And to be honest with you, nobody wants to see Fury Wilder again. Listen, of course, if that was to be made, people will watch it, people will view it. They'll obviously watch the fight, but again, that would not go down well with the British public, because I think a lot of the fans think that he's beat Wilder twice. They don't want to see a third one. And it doesn't make sense for me. It doesn't make sense. Why would Fury want to fight Wilder again? Like, surely he'd want to, cement his legacy by fighting AJ, becoming an undisputed champion. Because Usyk now is forcing his position as mandatory for the WBO belt. He's forcing his mandatory. I saw something that Alexander Usyk's team are forcing the AJ mandatory for the WBO to push that mandatory through. Is that because Usyk's team knows something, that the Fury fight's not going to happen? And they're hearing rumors about the Wilder-Fury fight. Is the Wilder-Fury fight the stumbling block? And then you've got a big problem. Then you've got a huge problem. Because then you've got Deontay Wilder that's going to fight Tyson Fury. And listen, although we expect Tyson Fury to be a big favorite in that fight, by no means I think he's going to go, he could lose that fight. Wilder's a big puncher. No one going into the ring with Deontay Wilder safe. Then Usyk Joshua, I'd be worried. If I was a promoter, I'd be seriously worried about that. Usyk's a formidable fighter. Might not be a formidable heavyweight, or not proven to be a formidable heavyweight yet, but he's a formidable fighter with that kind of amateur pedigree, with the skills that he's got, and with the way AJ's looked recently, not showing the confidence he had of the past, and the fact that he was knocked out 2 fights ago. These are very dangerous fights before a Fury Joshua fight. And what's to say that they both will come through? What's to say that any of them would come through? And again, what a damn shame. Are we going to get another situation like Wilder Joshua, where the fight just doesn't happen? And if Fury Joshua, right, can't happen, right, and these are 2 guys that I believe want the fight, what's stopping it? Now, Fury has contradicted himself last couple of weeks, but I don't know whether Tyson Fury's playing mind games. He does like to play mind games and get into people's head. Maybe the fight is announced, but again, I don't know why if the fight is close, why would you want to play? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just, boxing is really frustrating, and it's a really frustrating business. You just don't understand what some of the things that happen in boxing. It's just difficult to understand. And Fury Joshua for me needs to happen next. If it doesn't happen next, there's going to be a lot of unhappy fans. And the way the promoters are talking, you'd think that the fight close to happening. The way Tyson Fury's talking, you'd think the fight's not going to happen. And like I said, I think it's probably the biggest fight financially in boxing right now. When people say, it's going to surpass Mayweather's, no, it's not. I don't believe it's going to come anywhere close, but it's going to be financially a big fight. It's going to be a big fight. But I'm starting to have my doubts whether this fight's going to happen. I'm starting to have my doubts because Fury's interview today, the fact that he mentioned Deontay Wilder, the fact that, I just don't know whether this fight's going to happen. And it would be sad if we don't get to see two, heavyweights in their prime fight it out for the undisputed heavyweight title. It would be sad because you've got two guys from Great Britain holding all the belts. You're never going to get this again. Potentially could fight for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. And it just seems like the signature's just not happening. It just seems like that the contracts have been done and put together for like months now, but the signatures, they can't find their pen. And I don't know whether it's even at that stage. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. As fight fans, we don't know what's going on. We just hope that the fight gets announced. But again, like I said, I'm not holding my breath because I don't think the fight's gonna happen. Personally, I don't getting that bad feeling now. And to be honest with you, I said this to you like a couple of months ago that you just get the feeling that this fight's not gonna happen. Like, it's too early for the fight to just happen in June. Like, I feel like there's a lot more building to do. With the way these super fights are made, in today's times and era, these super fights just don't come to fruition like that. And if the fight was to happen in June, it would just be like that. But the reason why I thought the fight would happen is because of the fact, because it's for the undisputed and you'll never get this kind of occasion again, but with two Brits, that they'll strike while the iron's hot. But it seems like even now there seems to be a lot of issues and problems and stumbling blocks, and I don't know whether it's egos, pride, I don't know what it is. But from AJ's side, we seem to getting a lot of positive vibes. From Tyson Fury's side, we seem to be getting a lot of negative vibes that the fight's not going to happen. And it's not even Fury's promoters. It's more Fury. The promoters seem to be like the fight's close and it's near to being signed. But with Tyson and Fury himself, he seems to be more negative about the situation, which I don't know why he's saying what he's saying. Maybe he knows a lot more than us. And he knows the fight's not going to happen next, so he's just informing us. Or maybe he's just playing some kind of mind games. Or maybe he's just not trying to get his hopes up. And thinking to himself that, like he did say in the interview today, that I don't want to get my hopes up. If the fight happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I can move on. So I don't want to get myself, I want to get, I think he wants to prepare himself mentally in case it doesn't happen. So he doesn't, fall off the edge like he did previously. But he just said he wants to fight 2 times this year. I think he was really unhappy that he didn't get the fight last year. And I think he just wants to fight twice this year. Hopefully he gets 2 fights. And hopefully the 2 fights are against AJ. But again, I don't know. Tyson Fury has said that, he could be fighting Deontay Wilder again. Leave your thoughts, guys. Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Will the AJ fight happen? Or do you think it's going to be prolonged and they're going to be fighting not each other, but somebody else? Leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.